Good morning, America. A dangerous spring storm is hitting the Northeast right now. Millions in the path of snow, ice, and rain. A new warning for your morning commute. Hundreds of accidents already across the Midwest. And now another storm moving in.
President Trump hand in hand with the First Lady, and he is taking on the Dreamers, threatening no more DACA deal, the fate of hundreds of thousands now at risk.
Race against time, the desperate search for this 13-year-old boy swept away in a drainage pipe. More than 100 firefighters on the scene trying to find him right now.
Roseanne on a roll.
Jackie, it is not my fault that I just happen to be a charismatic person who's always right about everything.
A big announcement about the record-breaking reboot that has millions of Americans watching. Plus a sneak peek at the new episode only on GMA.
And the buzzer beater you have to see to believe. Notre Dame winning the championship with this incredible shot. And now all eyes are on the men as Michigan and Villanova get ready for the ultimate showdown.
Live in Times Square, this is GMA.
Good morning, America. Happy Monday. Great to have both Paula and Cecilia here. You guys are making me feel at home. I have the only guy at home, the only guy at work this morning.
Sorry, we'll apologize in advance.
We wanted to make sure that you felt comfortable this morning. Good morning to you.
What a win for Notre Dame.
Oh, what a win and what a shot. If you didn't see it, Notre Dame and Mississippi State were tied as the clock ran down. Then Arike Ogunbowale launches this three-pointer with a tenth of a second remaining. And get this, she also helped the Irish win with a buzzer beater in the semifinals over UConn, that perennial team, 2 in a row. But it's their first title for Notre Dame in 17 years. They were down 15 points at that game. Never give up.
Her coach called that a desperation shot. She looked like she knew exactly what she was doing.
Yes.
And I take it you're not getting any sleep tonight?
No, late tip for Michigan and Villanova, and I'm terrified to watch the game. I am not the person you want to sit next to when Michigan plays.
Or tomorrow.
Yeah. So morning both
depending
of you.
on what happens.
I may or may not be in a good mood tomorrow.
Okay, all right, we got it.
But first, we're going to begin with that spring snowstorm that is hitting right now. It is a messy commute for millions in the Northeast. You're looking live at the roads on the New Jersey Turnpike. Let's go to Rob Marciano, who's starting us off right here in a snowy Times Square. Rob, good morning to you, braving the elements.
Can you believe it, Paul? I mean, hello, April. Another going hard enough to accumulate in some spots. Not so much here, but the pavement is still warm in certainly the urban areas. But you go just north of here in the Bronx, where it's opening day for Yankee Stadium, and we're talking about snow that is piling up on the secondary roadways there. So some of the highways are certainly going to be slick for the morning commute. And you see that pulse of snow just north of Philly, up I-95 towards Bridgeport, Connecticut, getting now into Providence, Rhode Island, anywhere from 2 to 5 inches falling in a very short amount of time. So that is heavy enough and quick enough for it to begin to accumulate and make the morning commute a mess. It already made a mess out of the Midwest for the Easter holiday. Check it out.
Easter whiteouts and springtime snowstorms making for wicked driving conditions. Cars spinning out of control in Missouri, Kansas, and Nebraska.
This time of year, we're pretty much sick of it.
It's Mother Nature's April Fool's to us.
As back-to-back winter blasts slam millions from the Midwest to the East Coast. Hundreds of accidents littering roadways over the weekend. This multi-car pileup in Wyoming shutting down the interstate for hours early Sunday as authorities work to clear the wreckage.
Slow down, you're not going to be able to stop very fast. You're going to slide for sure.
And it's not over yet.
It's probably just going to continue to get worse and worse.
The storm pushing east with up to a half a foot of snow expected. This on April 2nd.
I was really excited for spring. I had hope.
Patience, patience. Remember, February was unusually warm for a lot of folks, so we're paying the price a little bit. Here we go. Let's time it out. Again, it should be out of the area, the Northeast, by lunchtime for the most part, but dropping anywhere from 2 to 5 inches of snow. The strong April sun will help melt that after the fact, but certainly a messy commute. And guys, we've got more cold air coming down the pipe through the rest of the week, so it's not quite over, even though it's April 2nd.
I am trying to not hold you personally responsible for this, Rob, but you're making it harder and harder and harder. As you said, it is making for a messy commute as millions head back to work. ABC's Eva Pilgrim is out on the New Jersey Turnpike with the latest on these conditions. Eva, what are you seeing out there?
Cecilia, it is ugly out here this morning for all those people commuting back in from their holiday weekends to school, to work. You can see on our road camera right now, we're behind a plow truck. And officials are asking people to take it a little bit slower because they are plowing, because the roads are slippery. As we've been out here this morning, the snow at times has been hard to see through. It's made visibility very low. The roads, we've been slipping and sliding on them, so you definitely want to take a little bit slower of a speed. Also interesting to note, if you're planning to travel today, more than just drive but fly, some airlines are offering travel waivers. Delta and JetBlue both offering travel waivers if you would like to move your flight to a time that, well, there's no snow. But let me just tell you, you wake up this morning and we were like, really? Is this really happening, Cecilia? My producer, Carlos, got the call yesterday. He thought it was an April Fool's joke.
It feels like an April Fool's joke, Eva. You guys stay safe out there. Thank you, George.
Thanks, Cecilia. We're going to go to the White House right now, where President Trump is back from celebrating Easter with the First Lady. Another way he marked Easter was by launching a series of Twitter attacks on DACA, the immigration deal to help thousands of dreamers. I want to go to our chief White House correspondent, John Carl. He's got all the latest. Good morning, John. And John, the attacks keep coming. This morning on Twitter, the president talking about immigrants coming through Mexico.
He is still at it, continuing an Easter tirade that attacked both Democrats, Mexico, and the DACA deal, as the president is declaring there will be no deal to protect the dreamers. In their first public appearance together in more than a week, the president and first lady held hands and attended Easter services in Palm Beach, Florida. The president's holiday message: there will be no deal to renew DACA, a program to protect dreamers, those undocumented immigrants brought into the U.S. as young children.
A lot of people are coming in because they want to take advantage of DACA, and we're going to have to really see. They had a great chance. The Democrats blew it.
The president's comma came just hours after the show Fox and Friends aired this segment about a caravan of migrants from Honduras heading to the U.S. border, where they plan to seek political asylum.
Mexico may choose to go after them if they find them, because they're breaking Mexican laws as well.
Just an hour later, the president teed off on Twitter, writing, Mexico is doing very little, if not nothing, at stopping people from flowing into Mexico through their southern border and then into the U.S. He tweeted, need wall. And caravans coming, no more DACA deal. Despite the president's suggestion that immigrants are coming into the United States because of DACA, under the rules of DACA, you are only eligible for protection if you have been living in the United States continuously since 2007. And George and Cecilia, according to Customs and Border Patrol, immigration crossings are actually, across the southern border, are actually down. Apprehensions are down compared to this time last year.
They are indeed, John. What are you hearing from White House sources? Is this one of these situations where he caught his own aides, his own inner circle off guard with these comments about DACA and Dreamers?
It sure seems to be that way, Cecilia. Top officials at the White House have been telling me that the president still wanted a deal on DACA, was still pushing to get one, although they were acknowledging it was becoming less and less likely.
And John, White House aides were also trying very hard to get this NAFTA deal locked down as well. Both the president's trade representative, his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, but the president attacking that, as well as we have new signs of a trade war with China this morning.
Exactly right, George. And the Chinese have now announced they are imposing tariffs on American goods going into China, including pork and agricultural goods, goods that are big in states that Trump carried.
Okay, John Carl, thanks very much, Paul.
Thanks, George. And now to that urgent search for a 13-year-old boy who slipped and fell into a drainage pipe in Los Angeles. More than 100 firefighters are currently looking for him. ABC's Whit Johnson is there on the scene with the very latest. Whit, good morning to you.
Paula, good morning to you. Every moment of this search agonizing for the family of 13-year-old Jesse Hernandez. Almost 12 hours into this search right now, and you can see the command post behind me. Law enforcement, firefighters from different agencies coming together using highly specialized equipment through a maze of underground tunnels, hoping they can still find this boy alive.
More than 100 members of the Los Angeles Fire Department rushing to the scene. A desperate race to find 13-year-old Jesse Hernandez, who disappeared down a drainage pipe while enjoying an Easter picnic in a Los Angeles park with his family.
We're mapping out this drainage system, finding out exactly where it goes, and we're determining any void spots or larger areas to where there could be enough air that if this boy was, that he could survive, and we're concentrating resources at each of those locations.
At 4:30 p.m., Hernandez and some friends climbed a chain-link fence and began playing in an abandoned maintenance shed near the river. A wooden plank gave way, revealing a drainage line which leads to an underground network of pipes. Hernandez fell in and was swept away.
So it's approximate 4-foot wide pipe. The water and sewage is flowing approximately 15 miles per hour.
Authorities are using search cameras mounted to flotation devices similar to a boogie board, which are tethered to a rope and then extended 300 feet down. Law enforcement frantically searching the nearby river, but have come up empty so far. His family is urging anyone who may have seen him to please call the LAPD.
Now, rescue crews are searching this underground network, and to give you an idea of just how complex this maze of pipes and tunnels is, they are looking in areas up to 1.5 miles away from where the boy actually fell in. They're also looking in catch areas for any sign of the boy. Rescue crews are hoping to ramp up their efforts and add new resources as the sun comes up this morning. Cecilia?
Boy, our thoughts are certainly with them in this search, Whit. Thank you. We do want to turn now to that massive data breach. If you've shopped at stores like Saks Fifth Avenue and Lord & Taylor, you could be among the millions affected. Hackers stealing personal information, and authorities say those credit card numbers are already for sale online. ABC's chief business correspondent Rebecca Jarvis is here with more on this. So how did this happen?
Yeah, Cecilia, so this is a big deal because it is one of the largest and most damaging data breaches ever to hit a retailer. Hackers have stolen more than 5 million credit and debit cards used at Lord & Taylor, Saks Fifth Avenue, and Saks Off Fifth locations. Experts believe the breach began in May of 2017 and continued until last month. They believe it impacted in-store purchases, not online sales, and likely hit more than 130 stores across the country, mostly in New York and New Jersey. So how did it happen? Well, they think employees accidentally clicked on phishing emails, which then secretly installed malicious software on the pay terminals of those stores, where hackers then nabbed the credit card info with every single swipe. And experts tell us that Russian-speaking hackers have already posted 125,000 of those stolen debit and credit cards for sale on the black market. They expect more to be listed there soon.
So you said New York, New Jersey in-store purchases. How do you know if you're affected?
So the stores say that they will be letting all of those customers know. They'll be notifying them quickly. Anyone who's been impacted will get free identity protection services, including credit and web monitoring. But Cecilia, it's good to do your work on your own. If you've shopped at one of these stores, keep an eye on your accounts. It's just good to look at your accounts all the time, even if you haven't shopped at these stores, because of the prevalence and the frequency we're seeing of these attacks.
You're going to have more on this in our next hour, so we'll be watching you for that. Thanks, Rebecca. George?
Thank you. We're going to move on now to that investigation into a deadly Tesla crash in California. The driver was killed when his car smashed into a highway barrier after being set on autopilot. ABC's Gio Benitez is here with the details. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, George, good morning. And this morning, the automaker says the driver had his hands off the wheel for 6 seconds, but the man's family says he complained about an autopilot problem before that accident. All of it now raising questions.
This morning, Tesla releasing new information about a deadly crash involving one of its cars it says was in autopilot mode. The driver, Walter Huang, was heading to work at Apple in Northern California last week when his $80,000 Tesla slammed into this barrier. Now, Tesla says the car sent him several warnings to put his hands on the wheel earlier in the drive, and that his hands were not detected on the wheel for 6 seconds prior to the collision. Huang's brother telling ABC station KGO that the 38-year-old engineer had complained 7 to 10 times that the car would swivel toward that same exact barrier during autopilot. Walter took it into the dealership addressing the issue, but they couldn't duplicate it there.
That information has been received by the CHP. They've been acting on it for some time now.
Tesla telling us overnight it has no record of Huang complaining to the company about the autopilot mode, but it did find a complaint about Huang's navigation system, which the car maker says is unrelated to autopilot. Tesla also saying its drivers make more than 200 successful autopilot trips per day on this exact stretch of road, and that the accident was so severe because the barrier had been crushed in a previous accident and not repaired. This crash comes just weeks after this Volvo, used as one of Uber's self-driving test cars, hit and killed a pedestrian in Arizona. The rideshare company has now halted that test program.
And the NTSB now says it's unhappy with Tesla's release of investigative information, but that it's looking at all aspects of this crash, including the driver's previous complaints. It could take a few weeks before we see the preliminary findings of that investigation.
Yeah, a lot more to learn about all this. Okay,
Yeah.
Gio, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gio. And now to that massive Chinese space station that's plummeting towards Earth, finally entering the atmosphere overnight. Now, no one knew quite where its debris would land, if we'd actually be in harm's way. Now we have answers, hopefully answers that are good answers. ABC's Lindsay Davis is here with that. Lindsay, what's going on?
Good answers, and good morning to you, Paula. You could call it a successful splash landing. After days of anticipation that had many keeping an eye on the sky, the Air Force confirmed that Tiangong-1, that out-of-control Chinese space station, finally re-entered Earth's atmosphere at around 8:16 Eastern Time Sunday night. Authorities say most of the space station likely burned up as it re-entered Earth's atmosphere. And any surviving debris landed in the South Pacific Ocean, far away from any populated areas, near an area that's actually known as the spacecraft graveyard. Who knew such a thing existed? That's because when governments and space agencies have a controlled re-entry, this is exactly where they want to bring down large objects from outer space. One scientist with the Aerospace Corporation who's been tracking Tiangong-1 for a year said overnight, you couldn't have scripted this any better, Paula.
Yeah, it's the best case scenario, Cecilia.
Phew.
Yeah. We're out of harm's way.
Now to the celebration of TV legend Steve Bochco's life. The Emmy-winning writer and producer behind hits like NYPD Blue passed away on Sunday at 74 years old. ABC's Adrian Bankert is here with this look. What an incredible life he led.
Yeah, what a life and what an innovator, pushing boundaries for what could be shown on TV. For over 20 years, credited with creating some of the most iconic shows and influencing what we all watch today.
He was a 10-time Emmy winner whose shows received acclaim for their gritty realism.
Let's be careful out here.
From Hill Street Blues to LA Law. He created generations of stars out of his sprawling ensemble casts.
This is the lawyer who'll be trying the case.
Hi.
Hello.
Lauren said you wanted to go over my affidavits.
Including a famous TV teenage doctor.
We did a chest x-ray, EKG, and an echocardiogram. He has a murmur of mitral insufficiency. I gave him digoxin 0.125 milligrams, Lasix 20 milligrams BID, and aldactone 12.5 milligrams BID. Also, I'd like to send him to nuclear medicine for a cardiac scan at 9:30.
Thank you, Dr. House.
Throughout the years, his shows inspired so many to become police officers, lawyers, and doctors.
I think we should call it quits. Meaning what? Meaning us being partners. Yeah, sure.
Stephen Bochco was 74 years old.
And so many in Hollywood paying tribute. NYPD Blue star Sharon Lawrence tweeted, "It was his vision, style, taste, and tenacity that made me love watching TV. It was being on NYPD Blue that made me love working on TV. Thank you and rest well, Stephen Bochco. You were one of a kind." Certainly an amazing life, an amazing legacy. He actually worked on TV over 35 years. His last show was produced between 2014 and 2016.
And you still feel the influence of Stephen Bochco in shows today.
Exactly.
Yeah. Thanks, Adrian.
Thank you. Let's go over back to Rob. We got more on that storm now coming to the Midwest.
Another one, George, on top of the one that's exiting the Northeast right now. That'll be done after this afternoon, but the next one comes across the Midwest with severe storms and more snow. Select Cities now, brought to you by Walgreens.
See you. Take care.
Systemic, so probably take it at night. And if you have any questions, the instructions are here in Spanish as you request it.
At Walgreens, how we care will change over time. But why we care remains the same. Treating everyone with the care and attention they deserve. Walgreens, trusted since 1901.
Well, the rain, even a little bit of snow, quickly coming to an end, and road surfaces are going to be drying off. Now, temperatures later today will climb to the lower 50s. We'll have some slightly higher temperatures coming our way by midweek, from the lower 60s tomorrow to the upper 60s on Wednesday. A little chance of rain, yes, for early morning Tuesday, and again Wednesday, mainly early in the day. The home opener for Washington, that's 52. It's going to be cold and blustery.
They called him the affluenza teen, convicted of killing 4 people while driving drunk. He's going to go free this morning after just 2 years behind bars. And we're going to have what some of the victims' families are saying.
And big news about Roseanne's future, plus an exclusive look at a new episode of the reboot that's right here on GMA this Monday morning. We're right back.
When you say you need a heart transplant.